Hello and welcome to Experiencing Love. I'm your host, Philip Jacks, and I'm so glad that you're here. I'm feeling a feeling that I don't quite know yet how to name, and so I think I'm going to figure it out here with you. The feeling comes from this existence, this scenario that I would describe as being in between two phases, being in between two stages of your life, two chapters. Maybe another way to say it is it feels like a transition period. But it's the type of transition period not when things are heavily changing, but just the opposite, when everything is the same. It's the same day in and day out. It's that feeling of being in a grind, showing up every day. For right now, I could describe the feeling as uneasiness, but I think there's more to it. I feel uneasy. I don't feel fully comfortable. Or maybe comfortable is not the right word. I almost want to use the word safe. There's a part of me that feels a bit unsafe. And that feeling of being unsafe has me on edge. So I feel slightly on edge. And I do have some guesses as to why I feel this way. I mentioned it yesterday in the episode that today just so happens to be my birthday. And while yesterday I was focusing on the idea of celebrating and that I want to introduce more celebration into my life, today has a different experience to it. Admittedly, yesterday I tried to mindset my way out of these feelings right now. I did mention yesterday that I have a bit of a history with not loving my birthdays. And it often has to do with my mind going to places and focuses on what I don't have in my life. I thought about it a little more since yesterday, and it might have something to do with this. I guess I've always had a belief about my birthday that it was your day to be celebrated, and I believe that still to be true. On your birthday, you deserve to be celebrated. Every day you deserve love, and on your birthday there's just that extra focus that you've completed one more trip around the sun. But the rest of this is where parts of the ego come in, so bear with me. There's other beliefs about how on a birthday, I guess I want to feel special. I want everybody to feel special on their birthdays. I want everybody to feel especially loved on their birthdays, especially cherished, especially appreciated and admired, especially safe. For years I believed that people would give that to me, because as a kid they do. As a kid, when you're still growing up, the people around you teach you about love. They teach you about celebration and appreciation. Then when you grow a little older and you become an adult, it becomes more intentional, or it has to become more intentional. There's nothing wrong with that. I also learned that at this point, with it being intentional, there's a lot of it that I have to create myself. I have to create the circumstances, create the environment, create the mindset that'll give me the feelings that I'm looking for. That leads to another thing. When I don't have the ability to create the environment that I want, which may make it a little bit more challenging to maintain the mindset that I'm looking for, does make me a bit sad. I see that it's my responsibility and that I'm not able to provide for myself. Not fully. Not in all areas of my life. And I'm reminded that if I can't provide for myself, I'm not yet ready to provide for another person. Whether that's my wife that I'm going to have in the future or the kids that I'll be blessed to raise. I'm not there yet. And there's a big part of me that wants to be there. I want to have a family. I want to start creating one. And there's many steps before I really get there. It first starts with a relationship. And even before that, it starts with meeting people, meeting my person. I guess I feel uneasy because I'm reminded that I haven't created what I want in my life. Not yet. When I think about my uneasiness about my birthday, there's never any blame. There's never any comparison. There's never any shame or guilt. Not consciously. Maybe subliminally. Maybe subconsciously. I don't know. I feel like I just had to talk this out. And I feel like I still do. Because every year my birthday rolls around and I feel this way. I think the last birthday that I really enjoyed might have been my 17th or 18th birthday. No, probably 17th birthday. 2019. because then COVID hit. And then I spent the next 2 years with my birthday while being in Georgia. And I think since then it's just been this weird feeling about my birthday. It's almost like I just look at my birthday as just another day of the year. I don't see the day as anything particularly special because it is just another day of the year. I think the uneasiness can also come from having that viewpoint that it is just another day of the year, while holding the opposite viewpoint that I want to have a special day. I want it to be a special day. I want it to feel special. And those conflicting views have me going back and forth. I don't know, it's something that I know that when I wake up tomorrow, wake up on Tuesday, wake up Wednesday, it's all gonna slowly drift away. It may be left unresolved. And yet, it's something that I don't think about until this time of year rolls around, until the end of April every year when this comes back up. And I'm curious now, when I listen to this episode 1 year from now, on my birthday, what's changed? What's different? What have I celebrated this year? How much have I grown in these 365 days? That's where I'm going to end this today. My mind is still running a bit, and I'm having a little difficulty putting into words. So maybe I'm just going to journal about it. I'll write about it, or I'll just sit back and think on it. But I'll do that on my own time. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know this isn't as upbeat as these episodes usually are, and that's alright because not every day is a perfect day. If there's one thing that I would love for you to do, it's to tell someone in your life how much you love them, how much you care for them, and how much you appreciate them. Help them feel special today, even if it's by doing something extremely small. And remember to always fill up with the love, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. I love you.